You know what I'm watching recently? I've been watching this guy because I was obsessed with TV in like especially early 2010s. I was obsessed, and this guy is reviewing Vampire Diaries.
Fucking dying.
And I'm watching him like breakdowns of every single episode. His name is Luke something, Alexander, I think. And I've been obsessed with, I'm not even like, that's how also another thing that I've noticed. It's like back in the day, you would live your life. Like, anything you wanted to do, you would go outside and do it. Nowadays, you will watch someone eat. You will watch someone go on a trip. You
Like
will watch
kids
someone
watching
play games.
Yeah,
unboxing.
unboxing
Like,
gifts.
this is what I like to do. I like to watch people live their lives, or I like to watch people review shows that I've already watched. Like, I'm not even watching Vampire Diaries. I'm watching this guy watch Vampire Diaries and comment on it. That's what I like
It's
to
like
watch.
the guy Kendall that reviews Love and
Exactly.
Hip Hop. I love
love-
him. It's because his like commentary is
It's
fucking
an art.
hilarious.
So
Yeah.
it's an art. He does so well, and it brings me back to the nostalgia and just how embarrassed. I don't even think I could really watch the show because it's
Embarrassing.
teenagers that are really 25-year-old and older.
Yeah, it's like when you watch like old episodes of Melrose Place and how everyone was 43 playing a 18-year-old. Like, what the fuck?
I just watched an episode of the OC.
Oh yeah.
I was obsessed. And
I recently started. Wow,
they were older.
I watched.
They weren't that old though. Some of them were very old. and then
Marissa was
some-
annoying.
Some of them
I
were
was
like
doing
19,
crazy
20. And that's why with the whole like that 70s shows, they were at the height of their career, like the top show, top celebrity.
True.
I'm not surprised that a sexual assault happened because like, they were at the height and like lots like in the early 2000s, like drugs were rampant. People were just out here. Things were not uncensored. The way people were partying back then
More
could
like
never-
the 80s.
couldn't. Well, and even then, shit was still not legal, but not legal. So you could literally do whatever the hell you want.
And there was like no regulation.
There
of
was no
anything.
regulation. It's like YouTube back in the day. I actually watched these YouTubers and they say how back in the day they would be monetized for the craziest thing. And that's when they were making so much money. They talk about how YouTube money now is nothing to what it used to be.
Yeah.
And they would throw ads on anything. Nowadays, they're not just letting you put ads on anything.
It's true.
Everything is so censored. And I personally think that eventually it's not going to be censored again. Like, we've gotten so censored to the point where it's just going to start to go back.
I do think that it's a
pushing
little,
back.
things are a little bit overly like censored and people are a little bit overly sensitive.
It's gone too
Because like some of the things
far.
like the whole wanting to cancel Eminem and like fucking getting mad about fucking South Park episodes, like bro, chill. It's South
Like, that's
Park.
just
Like,
what
they
life
do.
is, though. It's just real. I honestly feel that they just don't want us to express what real life
Yeah,
is.
it's true.
Like there is domestic violence. Like Eminem was an abusive man, and
He's
his
also a drug addict.
girl was abusive to him too.
Yeah.
And he was raised in an abusive relationship with his mom. I don't even remember his dad in 8
Dad
Mile.
wasn't there.
He
His
was in
dad
a
left
rough
a long time
neighborhood.
ago.
Like he's a product of his environment, just
Yeah.
like most of us are. Obviously, that's not an excuse, but I'm not surprised.
But like, why is it wrong for him to talk about his life? He's talking about his life experience, even if it's
art,
raw.
it's
Like
expression of
exactly. Like I thought, isn't the whole point of like being in a free country is being able to express yourself? Obviously, like not telling people to go and spread hate and shit, but like if you're just talking, like you should be allowed to talk. And to be honest, even people who spread fucking hate, like your freedom.
You
of
should.
speech.
I
Not saying that you should,
I
I'm just
kind of
saying,
agree.
like-
If you're gonna be hella racist on the internet, like say it with your chest.
Yeah, stand
Like,
on
as
that
long
shit.
as
I
you
don't
can
give a
back it
fuck.
up. I would rather an open racist than
Than a closeted racist.
Yeah,
Don't
that's-
smile in my face and then call me a Negro behind my back. Like I'm just like I'm not trying to be like, like obviously I'd rather if you didn't call me that at all, but like